I just finished running. Did I want to go out and run? No, I didn't. I went back and forth. Should I run? Should I not run? So today's quick video is going to be about discipline, strength of will. But before we begin, hit that like button. Just snack it, tap it, hit it, and subscribe, share it with a friend. Check me out on Instagram at marksinspiration if you're watching this on YouTube, and check me out on Rumble. I'm there at marksinspiration. And if you're watching this on Rumble or Instagram, you can find me on YouTube at Mark Daniels, Mark's Inspiration. Tune in tomorrow for the podcast, The Dragon Ship, at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and my podcast, The Power is Within, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got to make this quick. I have a meeting at 7:30. So discipline. I'm not really sure if I would call it discipline. And if you'd like to get my help personally with fitness, relationships, business, and the like, check out my website at marksinspiration.com. Okay, without further ado, I wanted to run, but I didn't want to run. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just meditate instead. I worked today, so I felt pretty good. Anyway, I decided to go out and run. So when I walked outside, the boys just got back from boxing, so they all three decided to go with me. Or two of them anyway. And one of them cut off at a mile, or two of them did. Yeah, one of them did, and the other one ran with me. We really got the speed up at the last, so I felt terrific, and I was glad I went. So many times in your life, especially when it comes to exercise and fitness, you are not going to feel like doing it. But once you get out there and start, it's like you get a second wind, or an energy that you didn't know existed. What you feel like in life has very little to do with it. If I told you how I felt when I got up this morning, I actually felt like I had a hangover, and I don't drink. I haven't drunk for over 31 years. But I ate some sugary stuff last night before I went to bed, which I usually don't do. Man, I'm telling you what, I had this vertigo. I guess I've had some neck injuries from boxing. So I've been dizzy the last couple of weeks. I've been waking up, and I felt about like I got drunk last night. It's like I didn't want to get out of bed. But I think about that as I'm there, and I think as a man, it doesn't matter what I feel like. I got to get up and go. And so that's what I did. And of course, as the day went on, as I was working, I felt much better than I would have had I sat around the house. And I could have justified staying home because my neck was so stiff, because I've had some neck injuries in my life. And I won't go into that, but I was hurt. I was in pain this morning. And that's just the way life is. You have times of pain. You're not going to be on the mountaintop all the time. That's one of the reasons people drink, do drugs, smoke cigarettes, vapes, caffeine, and I've done all of that. I'm not bad-mouthing. But if you have to do that to get yourself going, then you are relying on something outside of yourself instead of your will. And every time you have to use something, such as caffeine, energy drink, drugs, alcohol, to get you motivated, it weakens your will and makes you more reliant on those substances. Now, there's nothing wrong with those substances in themselves. And if you want to have a drink once in a while or coffee once in a while, that's fine. What I'm talking about is having to have them to get motivated. Every time you do that, it weakens the strength of your will. Every time you don't do it, you get up and work out, and you don't use something such as that to get yourself going, it strengthens your will. And your will is necessary to succeed in life. Not to push and force other people, but to force your mind to think the right thoughts, the good, loving, constructive, and building thoughts about life. Most people think about who they don't like and what they don't like. And I've spent too much time doing that myself. Be conscious and be thoughtful of what you're thinking about. Think about what you're thinking about. From the fullness of the heart, or the subconscious, the mouth speaks. Listen to what you're saying. Is what you're saying lining up with what you want in your future, what you want in your life? because that's what's going to come to pass. Thoughts are powerful. When you put words in them, they're even more powerful. They're vibratory, and they go out into the vibratory system, which is all of life. You, me, everything that exists is a vibration of energy. So when you speak things, make sure you speak of what you desire and not of what you don't like. That's it. Gotta go. Thanks for joining me. Take care.